Today we're talking the 5 numbers that you must know before you retire if you're a federal employee. Coming up next. Hey, my name is Mel Stubbs. I'm here on behalf of Retirement Benefits Institute to talk to you today about the 5 numbers that you must know before you retire from the federal government. There is a report that you can get from Retirement Benefits Institute that gives you all of these numbers plus a whole lot more. So we're going to jump on the computer and go through a sample report to show you these important numbers. So let's look at a report that Retirement Benefits Institute can do for you so we can show you how we find these 5 numbers. The number 1 number that you have to know is your bring home pay in retirement. This is after taxes, after health care, after survivor benefit, your bring home pay. So let's show you how this report can give you that number. So we got a report here for Fred Sample. If we come down here, you can see we've got high 3, we've got total credible service, that includes your sick leave, and those 2 numbers get multiplied by your percentage. If you're a regular FERS employee, that's a different percentage than if you're CSRS or special provisions. But you come down here to annuity without survivor. This is your pension amount from the federal government, not counting any kind of survivor benefit. Now, we're not going to get into the details of survivor benefit today, but do know that depending on what you pick, there are costs involved, and that affects your bring home pay. So here's without survivor. You can see it's less if you do the full survivor benefit. Also, this person here also qualifies for Social Security, so they're going to be getting that as well. So the gross number is going to be the annuity and Social Security. But let's jump over to another form that will show you the net number that you need. Here is an income sheet that Retirement Benefits Institute can prepare for you that shows you the numbers. If you look here, here's the FERS annuity with the 25% survivor. There's the 2209. And then we've got Social Security of 1847. Those 2 are adding up to 4056. Now we've got to take away the deductions. Here are federal taxes, state taxes, health insurance, and survivor benefit. Up here we were showing the 25% survivor benefit. Down here, this is the cost to make it 50% or to go get life insurance. It gives you that choice. And then this person, I guess, doesn't have any dental or vision, but we would subtract that out as well. So if you take the gross number, 4056, subtract out the deductions of 623, here is the number 1 number you need to know, your net bring home income. For this person, it's going to be $34.33 a month. All of these numbers would be specific to you and your situation, and this is the number 1 number you need to know, your net bring home pay in retirement. Now, the second number you need to know is what is your monthly need? The bad word nobody wants to use is what is your budget? What do you need to have every month? You need to know that number. Now, we can show you a budget. You can reach out to Retirement Benefits Institute and get a copy of a budget to help you fill in to get this number. But one number we use in this type of statement is to go back, what are you bringing home now? So up here at the top, there will be a current income section, straight off your pay stub of what you are bringing home now. We'll substitute that number in for the budget, but using your budget number would be a better number. So here, this person was bringing home $41.97 a month prior to retirement. That's the second number we need. The third number we need is what is your gap? When you take what you're used to, $41.97, and you compare it to what you're going to be getting, $34.33, there is a shortfall. There is a gap. The number 3 number you need to know is what is your gap? How much short are you going to be? This person is going to be $764 a month short, or to put it in an annual number, they're going to be $9,173 a month short. There are 3 ways to fill that shortfall. You can just tighten your budget and live on less. Nobody really likes that option. The second option is to go do some work. And if you're going to go work, keep in mind if you're retiring young enough that you're getting the special retirement supplement, there's an earnings limit there. And if you have Social Security, I believe like this person does, they are 62 years old with Social Security, there's an earnings limit there too. So if your plan is I'm going to go work, there might be some things you need to figure out there. What a lot of people do is, I'm going to take from my assets, from TSP, IRA, the money I have, I'm just going to make some withdrawals every month to figure out that gap. So let's look. You see here the yearly gap, $9,000, that is a net number. You need $9,000 in hand. Now if you go to TSP, and TSP is traditional, meaning a traditional balance, you have not paid taxes yet. So you can't go pull $9,000, you've got to go pull $10,000. So one is the gross number, one is the net number. Now if you have a Roth account, Roth IRA, Roth TSP, you'd only need to pull $9,000. If you have a traditional account, you have to go pull $10,000. So first number one number you got to know, your net bring home. The second number you have to know, what is your monthly need, or what are you used to living on, so we can compare the two. By comparing the two, we come up with the third number, is what is your shortfall. Most people, there is a shortfall, and we got to go fill it. So the fourth number that you need to know is, if you're filling the shortfall with assets, what is your TSP balance going to be at retirement? Let's jump back over to the report to see that. Okay, so here is a TSP page showing the person's current TSP balance. Of course, this would be your balance. And you can see here they have $374,000, and it is split up between the C, the S, and the I fund. So you can see it is split there, and we are setting this up. G and F are considered conservative. C, S, and I are stock market or aggressive. So this person is 100% aggressive. You'll also see here a 15-year average. It shows you the 15-year averages of all the different funds. Now coming down, this report must have been done in 2019 while the person was still working. You can see they're contributing $17,000 a year, and then they'll do $7,000 a year in their retirement year. You see the government matching, and then you'll see some growth. The growth is taking the average of the funds that you're in and just applying that 15-year average to your balance to come up with, what do we think your TSP balance will be at retirement? The number four number that you need to know is, what is a good solid estimate of your TSP balance at retirement? If you're going to be making withdrawals from TSP to fill your gap, you need to have an idea of what it is. Now, if you're 6 months away from retirement, you have a really good idea what your TSP balance will be. If you're 10 years out, you're not going to really know. And that's what's so great about this report, is it factors in your contributions for the next ever how many years there are. It factors in the match that the government does. And it also applies the 15-year average. So it's not an exact number. It will probably be wrong, but it's close. What's great about it is it shows you the balance you should have at retirement so that you can figure out, can I take out the withdrawals I need to take out? So the number four number, what is my estimated TSP balance going to be? This report shows that. So while the person right now is at 374, we are saying that they should be at 459 at retirement. This is assuming that the fund's performance lives up to their 15-year average. It's the best we can go on, but it does give you a good number. So, do you have enough TSP to make the withdrawals? It's very important to know. All of it is here in this report. Now, the fifth number that you need to know is, what will my FEGLI cost be in retirement? What will my federal employee group life insurance cost be in retirement? And let me just tell you, it's going to be a lot worse than you think. And you need to know this number early so you can make some plans. So let's look at this report here. Now, this person was doing the report at 61. They are retiring at 62. You can see here they have a whole lot. They have, that's probably B times 5. The most option B you can get, plus the basic. So they have $708,000 of coverage, but look, it's costing them $279 every paycheck, which is $604 every month. That's already kind of expensive. Now, every 5 years, option B gets more expensive and has been while you're working. But if you'll notice, when you retire, the $604 goes to $855 a month. At retirement, the basic gets very expensive. Now, this report shows you a 20-year look forward. You can see the $855 goes to $930 to $1458. I mean, isn't it silly? Are you really going to pay $3,500 a month for life insurance? Of course you're not. So you needed to figure out early, do I need this life insurance or do I not need it? And if you do need it, you probably want to go somewhere else to get it that's more affordable. This report shows the next 20 years. You can get a 20-year term policy that never changes in price. this changes a lot in price. So even if you're 10 years away from retirement, you want to get a report like this that will show you what your future costs will be, so you can say, you know what, I don't think I want that. Let me go fix it now while I am healthy enough to. If you leave the federal employee group life insurance and go get your own, it is based on your health. So your health needs to be good enough to get life insurance. So that is the fifth number. So to repeat, number 1, net bring home. Got to know it. Number 2, what's your budget? What are you used to living on? Got to know that. Number 3, what is your gap, the shortfall? You're not going to be bringing home quite as much as you were. What is that gap? Number 4, how much assets do you think you'll have, and is it enough to make the withdrawals that you need? And number 5, what is my federal life insurance going to look like at retirement? Because it's a whole lot worse than you think. All of these can be found in a report that you can get from Retirement Benefits Institute. If you will jump over to retireinstitute.com and scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that there are 3 different green boxes there. There are 3 packages you can choose from. Now the first package is you get this report with all of your information in it, and you get somebody to talk over it with. They explain it to you, they answer any questions you have. It's a great resource. So that's kind of package number 1. Package number 2 is the report and somebody to go through it, but you also get a year's access to online training about your federal benefits. So if you want to learn the ins and outs of survivor benefit and Medicare and the FEGLI, all these things, you have access to it along with that report. Now the third option, you get the report and somebody goes over it with you, but this is for somebody that's retiring in the next 2, 3, 4 months, and you need somebody to help you with your retirement paperwork. Now maybe your agency is in Timbuktu and you don't have anybody to help you fill out the paperwork. This is a great resource. I've had 2 horror scenarios of sitting down with somebody retiring in front of their HR agency person in person. The agency person prints out the paperwork, the retiree is getting ready to sign, and we notice that it has the wrong Social Security number. Can you imagine the royal mess of turning in paperwork with the wrong Social Security number? Awful. We also had an instance where there was a box that said, do you want to continue federal health care in retirement? And it was checked no. The person wanted it to be yes. We called it, hey sir, can you please fix it? He turns around to his computer, starts typing, prints it out again. My person's getting ready to sign. Wait, sir, it still says no. We need this to say yes. So they still got it wrong. So you want to make sure this is right. When you're dealing with a big bureaucracy like the federal government, you have to get things right because it's really hard to fix things. So that package, you get the report, somebody goes over it with you, but you also have somebody to prepare, get the documents together, make sure you filled them out correctly, and then you send them off to your agency. It's a great resource. So either one of those 3, surely something's going to work for you, but you need to know these numbers. You need to know these numbers. All right, my name is Mel Stubbs. Until next time, I'll talk to you later.